Right. Mr. Jackson, how are you doing? You've had to travel up, haven't you?
How did you know this was on?
They told me, they said they want somebody to stand on a microphone and yap to people, and I could have a free stand if I did, so I'm here.
Yeah, it's uphill on the map from Hampshire, about 200 miles with the wheel spin, but it's wonderful to be here. I'm in awe of Hawkston. I've only ever been here once before, which was the Brian Stonebridge meeting, and with its reputation and the aura of the place, I remember after practice going up to the top of the hill and looking around, and the surrounding fields and lanes were black with people. You have never seen so many people. And the Daily Herald, who was sponsoring it and gave a full page the following day to the meeting, claimed there were 85,000 people here, and we all went wow and didn't question it, but it was a very emotional day because Stonebridge is such a hero, and ironically, although this was the BSA test track and it was the meeting was arranged by Brian Martin and Jeff Smith, Dave Curtis on an AMC won the event for AMC, so there was a nice irony on it. But it was the only time I'd been here, and it's just fantastic to come again.
How about you, Dick? You've been here a time or two before, have you?
It's a coincidence what Mike just said about the Grand Prix. The first time I came here in 1961, I had a couple of years of trials. I was about 18 then, and they had the British GP here, and Dave Curtis on the match just won it. And at that time the track was a little bit more spectacular because they used the whole straight right up the hill. It was wonderful. It's still best track in the country, I'm not saying that, but it was at that time that it sort of made a lasting impression on me, and I thought, well, I'd treat everybody to me coming into motocross instead of trials, because a few weeks previously I'd finished second in it was either the Benrose or the Clayton Trophy trial at Buxton. It was a national trial, and I got beaten by Sammy Miller with 1 point, so that really put me out. So I thought I'll start racing, and I did, and I've always enjoyed it here. So 61 to now, it's like over 50 odd years, isn't it? It's still going. What a track.
You look like you've got some riding kit on there. You're going around the demo lap, or are you going racing?
Just picked myself up. I was in the last race, and I did 3 laps out of 5, I think, or 2 laps out of 5. I picked myself up 3 times from under my bike. It was that heavy, I couldn't move it. And my knees have all gone anyway. But I finished. You got to finish. That's what anybody, like young people, say. Just get stuck in and do it.
So when was your first time racing here then?
Well, it would be probably a year or two later. Sorry, a year or two later. And we tested here when I got with Grieve. They used to come down here and test around the track here. And of course, Fred's from my time, isn't he? Welcome, Fred. And it was a good day, and between hospitals and riding bikes.
Oh yeah, hospitals. Yeah. Go on. Yeah.
Got quite a few injuries that put me right out in the TV series, and I was sort of away for 2 years, coming round from what I had done, But it's great sport.
You're celebrating it's a great sport. Yeah.
Well, I'll see how I can improve on this. I was 17th last time, so you can all watch, and I'll see if I can get further up the field. But I don't like the deep ruts. It's great.
Another mate, yeah. So we can see this little tail. Is this involving? It's clean, is it?
Yes, yeah. Just to, sorry to be living in the past, but us dinosaurs, you know, we do live in the past.
No, I'm not a dinosaur yet.
Oh well. Going back to the Brian Stonebridge meeting and the claimed 85,000 people. The report was written as it was in that time by Laurie Burrells. Well, 10 years later, when I was working for Norton, I met Laurie Burrells one-to-one at Earl's Court, and I said to him, that time at Hawkston, 85,000 people, was that true? Oh no, he said, that's what my editor wanted to see. And the actual figure, according to Cuthbait, on which they paid, which the Salop Club paid tax, I believe was about 42,000, but still an impressive number of people.
Yeah, 42,000 people at a motocross. Yeah, that's seriously impressive stuff. Yeah. I don't know what they get at motocross GPs in the UK now. Is it around about 20,000? Yeah. Of course, there's so much more things for people to do nowadays, whereas just going watching people ride around a motocross course was a big draw in those days, wasn't it? Yeah. So, at the time that Dick was doing the stuff up here at Greaves, were you still involved in the factory, or had you moved further on? Or?
Yeah, I rode for Greaves in the B team a few times at 58, 59 and 60, and then I joined them as a sales rep in 64. Stonebridge, of course, lost his life in 59, but we lived on the development that he had in hand, on the various developments and projects. We lived on that through the Challenger until the mid-60s, and then Greaves began to run out of puff, but they had a glorious 10 or 12 years right at the top.
Yes, they did. It was the bike to have in both trails and scrambles at one time, wasn't it? Yeah. So, favourite Hawkston memory, Dick?
Well, the TV, they had TV races here, and I sort of what I remember about, I was leading one of the grandstand races, and the gear selector came up, so I remember not finishing it. But
yeah, well, Dick Clayton, Mike Jackson, thank you very much. Round of applause for two Greaves stalwarts.